Hi, everybody. I'm Professor Short, and I have Harry Potter here with me, and I have my wand. So it's going to be a great magical semester. I just wanted to do a quick video to talk about the Writing Center requirement because I know that it's a little bit confusing. So I'm just going to share my screen. Okay, so here is the homepage for our Canvas course. And the other day I posted this announcement that the homework and WRC assignment handouts are available. So let's look at the Writing Center one so we can make sure that everybody knows what they're doing. And okay, so the Writing Center provides an excellent opportunity for students to receive individualized help from an English instructor or peer tutor. This semester, you have the option of attending either the virtual WRC or the VWRC, which is accessible through Canvas, or you can attend the face-to-face physical Writing Center that is on campus in the Martin Luther King building, room 119. And you're free to go there if you have been cleared and received a wristband from a campus check-in booth that day. You're required to complete 50 minutes of Writing Center work per week. So regardless of which modality you use, either virtual or face-to-face or both, you can use both, you must self-enroll in the Writing Center through our Canvas class. So hopefully you have done that. If you haven't, please do that as soon as you can. So go to the week 1 modules to self-enroll. And once you are self-enrolled, you will see the virtual Writing Center on your Canvas dashboard. And you can click on that to access the virtual Writing Center. And just a note, some documents and instructors refer to the Writing and Reading Center using different terms. Sometimes they'll refer to the virtual one as the OWL or the Online Writing Lab, or just refer to the WRC. A lot of us talk about lab. All of those are basically, they are the same thing. So your attendance at the lab is mandatory. And these are the hours. First, the face-to-face physical building, those hours. And then these are the hours on Canvas. So how do I fulfill my Writing and Reading Center requirement for this class? So we ask that you complete 50 minutes per week of lab work. Our virtual Writing Center is available on your Canvas dashboard 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So you can visit anytime to download materials or just look around. The instructors are available during these hours that are listed above. You will not have a designated time to attend or leave either the face-to-face or virtual Writing Center. You can choose to do all your lab work in the face-to-face Writing Center or all of it in the virtual Writing Center, or you can use both. For example, you might complete a DLA at home and later go over your answers with an instructor in the face-to-face Writing Center. And then maybe later that day, you meet with an instructor through the virtual Writing Center. So you can do both if you want to. And to allow for flexibility, the physical Writing Center will no longer track your hours on WebAdvisor. So you can go back and forth between face-to-face and virtual if you want to. It'll be easier without having to worry about those hours being tracked. You will keep track of your own hours, which we'll get to in the coming pages. So looking at our assignments and equivalent 50-minute work sessions, we have two types of Writing Center assignments: the directed learning activities and essay conferences. So one DLA, or directed learning activity assignment, equals one 50-minute work session. One essay conference for essays 1, 2, or 3 equals two 50-minute work sessions. One essay conference for the research essay, which is essay 4, equals 3 50-minute work sessions. We have a total of 6 DLA assignments, 3 conferences for those first 3 essays, and 1 conference for the research essay. So that works out to 15 50-minute work sessions, which covers your one 50-minute work session per week. The assignments themselves and the logs that I will explain in a moment serve as verification of your hours. You do not need to submit any other verification. And other instructors might be working this differently. Don't worry about that. This is how we're going to be doing it. So how to complete the DLA assignments. Make sure you read the DLA thoroughly, especially the instructions. You will not receive full credit unless all parts of the assignment are done, unless I've instructed you to do otherwise. Okay, so DLAs in the face-to-face Writing Center. You're going to access the DLAs on your Canvas dashboard through the Writing Center. Complete the DLA on your own, and then meet with an instructor in the face-to-face Writing Center to go over your answers. Ask them to please sign and date the DLA. Usually there is a signature and date line at the end of the DLA. So have them sign and date. Under the signature, you are going to write 1 to 2 sentences summarizing what you went over with the instructor. Then you will submit the DLA with signature, date, and 1 to 2 sentence summary. You can submit it in person. No, you can't submit it in person. But you can submit a photo or scan of it. I'll revise that part and post the revision. So you won't submit it in person, but you will submit it through our Canvas course. So a photo of it or a scan of it by 11:59 p.m. on the due date. If you want to work or go over your DLAs in the virtual Writing Center, again, access the DLAs on your Canvas dashboard, complete the DLA on your own, then go over your answers with an instructor in the virtual Writing Center. As I said, at the end of most DLAs, you will see a space for an instructor's signature and date. But since you're not meeting with the instructor in person, don't worry about signatures. Instead, just write the instructor's name and the date that you met, and then write 1 to 2 sentences summarizing what you went over with the instructor. And you can write all of that on the DLA itself or in a separate document or in the text box that you see when you submit the assignment on Canvas. So submit the DLA with instructor's name, date, and 1 to 2 sentence summary. You will submit it, not in class, you will submit a photo or a scan of it in our Canvas course. You can read through this part on your own. These are just instructions for how to meet with an instructor in the virtual Writing Center, like what you need to click on and look for and things like that. And then This part is showing you or explaining to you how you can show your work to the instructor in the virtual writing center. So all of that was for DLAs. That's 6 of your assignments. The other 4 are essay conferences. So how to complete essay conference assignments. So when you do that, again, you can choose to have your conference either in the face-to-face writing center or the virtual one. So first, face-to-face. Bring the essay assignment handout. If you don't want to print it out, you can just show it to the instructor on a computer or smartphone, as well as the first draft of your essay. Now, the instructor cannot spend an extended amount of time with you, so you need to be prepared with 1 or 2 specific questions about a particular part of your essay. And I have suggestions for that later on. It's a good idea to take notes on what you and the instructor discuss, so you can write a log and a brief description to turn in. At the end of your conference, ask the instructor for a verification slip that they will sign and date. It's just a half sheet of paper that they fill in. You can later write a paragraph about what you discussed with the instructor, like what questions you asked, what you learned, what you still need to work on, and so on. Note that essay conferences require a 1-paragraph description, while DLAs require only 1 to 2 sentences. Submit the signed verification slip and your paragraph. You do not need to submit your first draft with it because you're going to be submitting that elsewhere in our Canvas course. And forget about the in-person part, but you may submit a photo or a scan of the verification slip and your paragraph through our Canvas course. If you want to have an essay conference in the virtual writing center, you still need the same things, the assignment prompt and your draft. You can have those open on your computer and then share your screen. After your conference, create a log and description in a separate document, and this is the document you will submit in our class on Canvas. So write the name of the instructor you met with, the date you met, and a paragraph about what you discussed with the instructor, like we mentioned earlier. And again, essay conferences require a 1-paragraph description, while DLAs require only 1 to 2 sentences. And you'll submit your log and paragraph. Again, you don't need to submit the first draft there. And you'll submit a photo or scan of it in our Canvas course. So again, ignore the submit it in person. You can't do that. Whether you meet in person or virtually, here are some suggestions of what you might ask the instructor. I'll let you read through these on your own. And then this is a list of the actual assignments. So you can find the modules by clicking on the WRC on your Canvas dashboard. And each one tells you the due date and which module. So find the Start Here module. And I don't know if this video is on there, but you should watch this video. And then in the Start Here module, you'll find these 2 DLAs, the Introduction to the Virtual Writing Center. And here you only need to do numbers 1 through 9. And then also the English 1A Orientation DLA group portion, but you won't be in a group. Just ignore the fact that it says group. This is the only assignment that has 2 DLAs. So you can write just 1 log and description for both DLAs and add it at the end of one of them or in a separate document. Then you'll see the next one that is due is a conference for essay 1. So you're going to decide if you'll have the conference face-to-face in the in the face-to-face writing center or in the virtual writing center. So depending on which you decide, follow the instructions. You're basically asking the instructor to read at least part of your essay and asking one of these questions or some other specific question. And then we can just look through the rest. You'll see the DLA assignments, then there's the conference for essay 2, some more DLAs, essay 3, and then essay 4, which is the research essay. If you feel like you need more practice, here are some suggestions for additional work you can do in the virtual writing center. These suggestions may not replace any of the assigned writing center activities listed above, and you can read through those on your own. So I hope that clears things up for you a little bit, or a lot. That would be great. Please let me know if you are confused. I know that it's a lot of information to take in, but I'm here. That's my job, to help you. Yes, help you with your writing, but also to help you move through the class smoothly and get the most that you can out of it. All right, so there's Harry Potter signing off. Goodbye. And my wand and goodbye. Thank you. That was silly, I know.